Last time on Muji X Saiyan.
And I must say, never have I been glad to be this wrong. Why is Norman Osborn black? What does that change for the character? Disney, please stop re-swapping white villains to be black people. A disconnect we all unanimously agree with when talking about the show is the absolute travesty that is Harry Osborn.
And now,
Spider-Man, Spider-Man, does whatever Spider can. Shoot away any sign, scratch his teeth, just like that. Look out! Here comes the Spider-Man, here comes the Spider-Man.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's me, darksaiyan, and this was in fact the Spider-Man. I said it in my previous review of episodes 1 and 2. This show was great and a solid 7/10. And to be real, I'm thinking of upping that to an 8.5/10. This show, while not without its flaws, is an amazing Spider-Man show. But before we get into the series overview, make sure you subscribe if you haven't. There's a whole bunch of you that haven't subscribed. In fact, let me switch to my pidgin English. I beg, na Nigeria we dey. Third world country, I beg, wanna subscribe, wanna like, wanna share to my friends. It keeps the lights on here. So without further ado, let's get into the series review of your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. The path the story takes is Peter Parker figuring out the kind of man he wants to be. From his suit's evolution of his homemade outfit to Mr. Osborn imprinting his identity on Peter with his white and blue suit, to his final suit in the series, the good old red, black and blue. In many ways, the events of the series at large has been about how the characters' decisions, good or bad, shape them into the kind of people they are going to be, what they learn, if they learn, and how they respond to the consequences of their actions. The characters blend together in a manner that sees them weave a very intricate web around the life of our friendly neighborhood Peter Parker. Everyone plays a significant role in Peter's life, and the way it's handled by the writers feels authentic, like these characters are in some way or the other contributing to his life. Aunt May is there for him to give him that maternal love, and she also nurtures the kindness within him. Norman Osborn is functionally Tony Stark before he found religion, superhero religion. He is pushing Peter to be the best he can be, well, by Norman standards anyways, and Norman is a mixed bag. He truly cares for Peter, but he is and has always been a highly ambitious man, as shown by him collecting Peter's blood to create more spider-powered super soldiers and opening a Stargate into a corner of the universe teeming with symbiote life forms. He even gives Peter the "with great power" speech, but instead of great responsibility, to Norman, with great power comes great respect, which is absolutely fitting with the quasi-megalomaniacal nature of this iteration of Norman Osborn. Harry Osborn plays the role of confidant turned best friend to Peter. What Harry excels at in particular is his ability to make Peter's regular life go smoothly enough for him to keep up with his friends and Aunt May. Hanging with Harry is an easy excuse to keep people from asking too many questions. His character design is still shit. Nico is shit, man. I'ma come right out of the gate and say it. She's annoying and slightly self-absorbed, but by the end of the season, she grows to understand why Peter kept his secret from her and becomes slightly less annoying. But besides being really annoying, she really does care about Peter. Lonnie is a big brother type of individual. He takes care of people in any capacity he can, even to his own detriment. And that self-sacrificing nature puts him in a lot of situations he shouldn't be in. And now he's the head of the 110th gang and has indestructible skin. Daredevil breaks into the show to warn Peter about how dangerous Norman Osborn can be, as well as give the fans the hero versus hero fight we all didn't know we wanted to see until we're presented with it. The fight was amazing and Daredevil completely outclassed Peter in this one, showing our young hero that Queens NYC is a little tiny city full of nerds and real heroes come from Hell's Kitchen. Queens NYC ain't cut like that. Spider-Man ain't cut like that. So in most other iterations, Otto goes from being a mild-mannered, well-intentioned scientist who's trying to use his knowledge to make a better world. In this one, he is just an asshole. Like, he's still as brilliant as his other iterations, but oh my god, he is just a massive asshole. He goes around selling weaponized evil science to criminals in exchange for top dollar. He's actually the worst kind of scumbag there is. Not because of him putting dangerous technology in the hands of dangerous criminals. Oh no, he wrote a script to crack an idle game so that he can get infinite in-game currency. What an evil asshole. In any case, Norman uses his connections to put him in jail and he swears revenge on Norman. So we're definitely going to be watching the second part of his villain arc with great interest. Mark Gargan. What else can I say but god damn. This guy put the fear of God in a lot of characters in the show. He murdered a whole lot of guys in 110th. He showed Don, the former leader of the gang, that there's a scared little girl inside him. In fact, give me a moment to cook this clown. This fake tough called Don. He spent 90% of the show talking about how the 110th protect their own and how he's so tough and how he's so gang and how he's so raw and how about that? He ain't about that life. He not cut like that. Soft as hell, I'm telling y'all. Now back to my Gargan real quick. A professional street individual who started gang beef with Lonnie for no other reason than he got tackled by Lonnie, forgetting that he stabbed Lonnie in the arm, talking about how he wants his revenge. My brother in Christ, you brought a knife to a fist fight. Body traumatized Spider-Man to the point of nightmares and further aggravated him to the point where Peter wanted to kill him. That's how you make a villain. No sub-stories, no excuses, just a wanton desire to be a menace. The season comes full circle for Peter when Dr. Strange shows up before Norman opened up the Stargate, which sends the genetically enhanced spider through the Stargate to bite Peter in Midtown High, setting in motion the entire series as we have seen it. Peter has a heart-to-heart with Dr. Strange and he asks the good doctor what the future holds for him. Dr. Strange tells him, even if I knew, I wouldn't be able to tell you, but something tells me you're ready. That advice really builds into his confidence and makes him the Spider-Man we all know and love. It honestly wraps up beautifully and I had an amazing time watching, and so did Uatu, the watcher, because he was tired of seeing that absolute garbage that was What If. Alright, so what happens next is a series of where we are and what's to come for the next season. For example, Norman finds the symbiote at the end of the season and we all know that some shenanigans are about to ensue. Harry's new company and his wall of foreshadowing. Yes, I saw it too. Matt Dillon's name is on the wall, no need to remind me. Also, Daredevil and Finesse are working together, which explains what she was doing sneaking around Oscorp during the episode where Daredevil kicks Peter's ass. Hell's Kitchen for life. Lonnie's skin is starting to turn pale, symbolizing him slowly but surely turning into the tombstone of the comics, as he showed finally tossing his varsity jacket in the trash and he's accepting his new life as the leader of the 110th gang. Nico's magic is shown finally as she's seen communicating with her dead mom. Dr. Octopus is drawing his tentacles on his prison wall, showing that he's planning for Norman to get what's coming to him. Peter's dad is alive. I really don't know what to say about this. I don't have anything to say, but yeah. And at the end of the show, Peter is seen swinging around the city in a beautiful sequence made with the money saved from Captain America Brave New World's budget, and reminds himself of what Dr. Strange said, that he can handle anything and if he can't, he'll figure it out because he's Spider-Man. What a way to wrap up a show. A solid 9/10. We at Muji X Saiyan didn't like some design choices and the animation could look cheap as well. But this didn't negatively affect the viewing experience. It was a sensational watch and we're looking forward to a second season. Hopefully free of the Watcher and any and all of what if nonsense. Please, I do not want that in this show. But anyway, that's the review. Thank you guys for watching. If you made it to the end, I'm very grateful. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.